So this bitter heavyweight, Derek Chisora, claims that nobody is interested and nobody wants to see Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. Instead, people rather see Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora. And then he claims that he brings the money. Now, I don't know what kind of drugs Derek Chisora is on currently, but ain't nobody gonna tell me that more people rather see Derek Chisora versus Dillian Whyte than Luis Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte. Because at least the majority of people that I've been seeing who have been talking about the possibility of Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz on December 22nd were all positive feedback. Everybody likes that fight because they know, hardcore boxing fans understand styles. They understand when you have two certain styles, two big punchers, it ends up being a big and a good fight. It ends up being an excellent fight. The majority of people that I see talking about this fight, and when it comes to uploaders, subscribers, are talking positive about this fight, like they want to see this fight happen because style wise, it's a great matchup. Me as a boxing fan, I just think it's a great matchup. Derek Chisora says these things because he's bitter and he wants to fight Dillian Whyte. He claims he brings the money. I don't know how true that is. I mean, I've never looked at Derek Chisora as a big draw in the UK. But the UK is hot with boxing. Maybe he is a big draw. I don't know how true that is when he says he brings the money. At the end of the day, Derek Chisora is a journeyman. He's a journeyman. The man has 10 pro losses, I believe. He's a journeyman. Luis Ortiz is not a journeyman. Luis Ortiz has one loss, right? Derek Chisora is the guy who's I'm sick and tired of watching Derek Chisora. He's been around for so long. I feel like Derek Chisora has been around for so long. He's a guy who just always comes up short. Derek Chisora always comes up short. Yeah, he beat Takam, but this is a guy who he'll beat Takam, but then he'll lose his next 3 fights. you get what I'm saying? So again, I'm sick of watching Derek Chisora again. I already know what would happen if they fought again. I saw Derek Chisora face a Dillian Whyte. You know what's going to happen in the rematch? He's going to go the distance with Dillian Whyte. He's going to be in a competitive fight with him for 5 rounds, and then he's going to gas out because he doesn't have the energy to go 12 rounds. So in the second half of the fight, he's going to gas out because he has endurance for the second half of the fights. And then Dillian Whyte, because he's youthful, he's going to outwork Derek Chisora, and he's going to win the remaining of the rounds, and he's going to win the fight, and that's it. End of the story. It's over. Derek Chisora loses again. And then Derek Chisora is going to go back to fighting a bum. And he's probably going to end up losing to a guy anybody ever heard of, the way he lost to Ajit Caballero. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't want to see this fight. I don't want to see this rematch again, man. I would rather see him against Luis Ortiz. So, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And again, I don't believe it when Derek Chisora says that he is a big draw. He's the money fight. Even if that was true, even if he did generate more money than someone like Luis Ortiz, I don't want to see him face the Dillian Whyte again. I saw that already, man. Like, Derek Chisora is just, God, I mean, he just needs to retire already, man. I don't know why he keeps fighting. Because, again, like, when you got 10 losses in your records, that's when you need to retire, man. That's all I gotta say, man. I'm out.